So, this morning it is cold here in Maryland. I know we're not making pepper soup. We are going to make eggplant, Nigerian style. So come with me as we make this. All right. We're gonna get started with some eggplants. I'm gonna rinse these babies. Rinse them well. And then we'll boil them for, we'll get them boiled for about 20 minutes so they're soft. Once we're done, we're gonna mash them very well. But for now, come back in about 20 minutes when I am ready for the next phase. Okay, so while our eggplant is still boiling, I'm going to go ahead and move to the next step. So we are going to add some shrimp. Ours is frozen, so I'm going to add some hot water to it to thaw it for now. While we're getting more water, so things that I'm using, Scotch bonnets is going to go right here in our blender. Blend all the frozen items. After we rinse them, of course. Hygiene. Make sure our stuff is good and clean. So put that to the side. I'm going to go ahead and rinse it. Well, nice and clean. Oh. We have some runaway bell peppers. Onion. Okay, let's get the stems off. We like peppers in our house. This is Nigerian style, but we're in the Americas. Let's experiment. We have this curly peppers. Makes me think of habaneros that you put on your Pizza Hut. Domino's pizza. And chop it up a little bit. And put one and blend it with the peppers. The other one I will fry with the actual eggplant when we are actually frying it. All right, we have our tomatoes. Let me rinse these real quick. Get some of the ice off. What I like to do is go ahead and just make sure it chops in half at least before I put it in the blender, just to help my blender out. Runaway tomato. I don't like how this is. Very frozen. The original recipe that I'm following for this, even though I'm adjusting it to my own, it calls just for fresh tomatoes. But I go to Lamart when Lamart buys, when they have their bulk box for cheap, we buy that and then I just freeze everything. So I don't normally have fresh tomatoes in the house, just frozen. Okay, last one. Rinse out the seeds on the inside. So as I was saying, we go to Lamart, we buy our tomatoes and our bell peppers in bulk. So I usually have a excess amount in the freezer, but nothing fresh in the fridge. So that's okay. Toss them, rinse it very well. Always rinse your food. And then last but not least, this happens to be my last onion in the pantry. So we're going to do half for this sauce, and the other half will go when we're blending. So like that. I'm going to take the smaller piece for frying. All right, cut both ends. Take out the cover. If you ever watch Shrek, there was a scene in there where he said he's like an onion. He has multiple layers to him. So cut out all the layers you don't want. Rinse it out again. Okay, rinse your knife. Use plenty of water here. Chop it in fours. And let's toss these babies in the blender. I don't add water. I just check and set the Ninja to frozen, and it will do most of the job for me. Okay, let's bring it forward. Close lid. It's plugged in. Okay. All right. And we're back. Our 40 minutes of boiling is over. So let's just check it out, see if it's time to turn it off. Okami, Ejo, can you bring the camera in? All right, so we have our eggplant. It's very mashable. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. We have our potato masher here I'm going to use to eventually mash it. But while we wait, I need to boil down. I need to boil down the peppers that we've blended. So we'll get that started while we continue. All right, so things for me to do. I feel like I'm all over the place. Got a strainer. Let's strain this water out. And I'm gonna get a small bowl to put our, you know what I forgot to do, Mayor? I forgot to take out the stems. Is this what it's called? The stems of each of the eggplants. So let's take this down. All right. Okay, close this, put this here. Before I move on, multiple things happening at the same time, and it's okay. Let's unscrew this, put this to the side, put it back. Got our spatula. I'm gonna move myself to the pot so we can use that heat to start boiling down our pepper. And blend to the consistency of your liking, but it's about to go down. It's about to be juicy. It's going to be spicy. It's going to be everything. Right now, the next step is our eggplant. Let me wash my hands. And let's do this one at a time because I forgot to take out the stems. So let's take out the stems. We got all the heads all done. Let's get our masher. Masher. Yeah, that's so much water in here. I wonder if this will help me at all. Can you see that? No. Just lightly squeezing. Putting it down and squeezing. All right, let's just smash it. Ready? Ew! Ow! Ew! Oh no! I've actually never used a potato smasher before. But I'm really hoping I'm doing this. And we have mashed. Yummy. Next, I'm going to finely slice these onions and put them away in preparation. So let's cut the ends, both sides. Put it away in our disposal for now. Finely slice. Is on Gordon Ramsay's chef. He taught us how to nicely cut onions. You put your knuckle at the edge of the blade so you don't cut yourself. And I have not mastered doing it that way. I just gauge it for myself. So while I wait for our peppers to finish boiling, we have our mashed. This is done. Our onion is done. Our pepper we're going to add to it is done. Okay, this is almost done thawing. So I bring this out soon. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and clean up because... Alright, so while we're still waiting, I have my thawed shrimp. Let's go ahead and pour out the water. I'm going to use a smaller container actually. So I'm going to season it while we're waiting. I'm going to season it with some paprika. We're still going to add a lot of salt to the overall dish, so I'm not going to season this part of it with salt. Let's go ahead and wipe out our knife. So, I'm taking this off the fire. Looks like it's done now. And take my spatula and rinse it again because, just use this for some seafood. So I'm going to... Alright, so this is done. Pretty dry. I'm going to go ahead and pour it in here. So we can get ready to mix all of our foods together. I guess I'll just cook everything in this pot. I wanted to use a frying pan, but it's not necessary. Ah, it's hot. Okay. Thank God. My mom, when I was growing up, she would rinse her hand with cold water. These are the things I've seen. Does she do it every time? No. But she rinses her hand with cold water. And then go like this. Spatula does the same. Okay. I don't want this thing burning, because then ADT is gonna call me. Yes! Right, let it saute very well. Just add in my green peppers. Yikes, yikes, gross. I blow on the oil, on the smoke that's coming out, just because the heat detector in my house is very sensitive. Okay. Add my peppers. Yeah. I'm not going to use all of it. I don't think it's necessary to use all. I'll save the rest of it for another assignment, another cooking recipe. Okay. What does it look like so far? I might need more oil. Oh, I have olive oil. Let's add that in here. Alright, let's give it some minutes to fry very well. So this is very spicy. Everyone in the house is like coughing, but it has fried well enough. Let us add in our Maggi. Okay. Got that Maggi going. Season the food very well. And I guess now we just add the eggplant like that. Like so, like so. Hi, Tabitha. Big inspiration to a lot of us. All right. Let's mix this sucker in here. Get some color going. Nice. Oh my gosh. I need to start boiling the cocoyam on the side. I already have potato in the fridge. I'm going to microwave. Whoever wants to eat the potato with me can eat. Otherwise, they just gotta wait. All right. Next yummy thing that we love in our house: crayfish. Okay. Add a generous amount to your liking. Okay. Add more oil because I feel like I don't have enough oil in my food. More oil. Okay, let's let it cook together real quick. All right, so now we have it looking like this. Let's take a quick look. And then we'll give it 2 or 3 minutes to meld together before we add our shrimp, and we call it done for today. All right, so we're at the end. I'm gonna open this back up and add this in here. This flavor will also add some more to it. I'm gonna rinse my hand real quick just so I can taste how this tastes what I'm cooking, you know? Yanu. No. All right, so hands are clean. We got the shrimp mix in here. My uncle was like, do you want to add some iru to this? I was like, no, sir. We don't need locust beans in everything we cook. But this joint is like a smacking. The aroma is aroming. It's giving flavor. It's giving sauce. It's giving. All right, I'm done cooking. I gotta go. Got things to do today. But we will edit this, put all the links in the description. Thank you for joining us on our cooking today. You don't need too much salt. You just need sauces. You got your seasonings. Throw some small Maggi in there to enhance it. This is delicious. When I say delicious, delicious, delicious.